I'm here today with Jonathan Stark, whose podcast I'm following. Now he agreed to let me draw his brand storyboard. So and he knows about his message as far as I can tell. So this is
We'll
more
see.
learning from him. Hi, Jonathan. Great that you're here.
Thanks
And
for having me. I'm excited to see the process.
yeah, let's start. So how it works is first we start drawing your customer, your ideal customer, or your yeah, who is here and who has problems. Because without problems, or maybe it's a prospect. Without problems, he's not a prospect, but just a human. So we find out what
Hmm.
his problems are, and then we find out what his dreams are. These are here. And so then he's happy. And we find out how you get him from here to there. So this is basically what we're going to do. It's not difficult.
Cool.
Very, very simple. So tell me, who's your customer?
Usually self-employed software developers or other kinds of independent professionals.
Okay,
Usually
and
people that work. Oh, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
software developer. We just pick one. He's probably male and young or old or what?
Usually middle-aged, usually
Okay,
male.
so he has a little receding hairline. And he is not so happy, I guess. Otherwise, he,
Right.
yeah, wouldn't be a prospect. So, and is he angry or sad? What is happening in his life?
Frustrated, a little scared. They're usually really good software developers who've been doing it for 10 years maybe, and maybe they now have a little kid or two, mortgage, dog, starting to get some serious expenses, and they recognize that they are not making any more money than they were a couple of years earlier when they had lower costs.
Okay.
And they have no idea what to do about it, and it seems like an impossibility to increase their income.
Software developer. And he has
Hmm.
house, kids, car, expenses.
Hmm. This is so cool.
And this is something he's worried about. So that this is like I put it like a cloud over his head,
Hmm.
dark clouds, and he has lots of experience and doesn't make enough money. Is that it?
Yes, they're usually doing pretty well, but they recognize that their costs are going up and they're getting older, and they see no possible way of increasing their
I
income.
see. I see. So the expenses are going up,
Hmm.
and maybe we have to draw a yeah. Okay, I
That's
will do
funny. Yeah.
the graph thing here.
What is the application that you're using to draw this?
This is called concepts.
What is it? You cut out a little there. Ah,
Concepts on the iPad.
concepts. Very
It's
cool.
great. It's great because you can move things around. That's why I'm using it.
Hmm.
It's a wonderful thing here. Okay, expenses are going up. And his income stays the same.
Hmm.
So, and that he's frustrated about software development. And we already have and he doesn't know what to do. So this is his problem in a nutshell, right?
Yes.
And what is he dreaming about?
He'd like to have more income. So, he doesn't, but without working more. So he probably bills by the hour, and he probably works a lot, and
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
can't.
This is probably also one of his big problems here, that he's working too much.
Mm-hmm.
We draw two computers now.
Yeah. He's trying to get those hours in, always trying to get more hours in.
Yeah.
Always watching the clock.
So, and so the time, not enough hours. I think that's the enemy.
Yep. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it, actually.
Because that's also something that I usually try to identify is the enemy. So this is the clock
Yes, ours is the enemy for sure.
here. It has some angry eyes.
That's so funny.
And now we have the same, maybe he needs another arm. So, and what
Yeah.
is he dreaming about?
He wants to work less, but he wants to make more. He is not just feeling overworked, but he is overworked.
Mm-hmm.
Working too much to try to make more money, so he wants to have more free time without losing money. He'd like to be able to take a vacation. He would like to be able to spend more time with his new kids. He would like to be able to work with better clients. Make more. Not have to take on every client who comes through the door. Be able to be a little pickier about who he works with.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is probably also a problem here on this side, that he needs to take more clients that he's not necessarily happy with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they all have red flags. Yeah.
So he's actually scared about more clients. Oops, shouldn't look too happy. No, that's not good. Just like this. And here he is together with his kid. And what kind of clients is he? What kind of work is he doing now? He's still
He's
working,
doing more,
or is it
still
parallel?
working, but
Still working.
doing usually giving more advice, not typing as much.
Hmm.
More giving people advice.
Okay, he's not working with a computer anymore. He's talking with people.
Yeah. I mean, so it'd probably be more like answering questions and I mean, obviously there'd be some computer work, but it wouldn't be like he wouldn't be coding all the time. He wouldn't be typing all the time. He'd be talking.
Yeah, I think I need to take the kid a little bit away because we're still. He's still a professional.
Hmm.
He. So this is let's play.
I picture him sitting back, like leaning back instead of leaning forward.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Not quite feet up on the desk, but definitely not hunched over the computer.
Hmm. And now he's helping people, advising. What are his clients now? They're not red flag people anymore.
No, no, they're more friends. They're people he actually likes. Um, there are probably aren't as many of them.
And
They respect him. They don't shout orders. Yeah, yeah. If you want it in the pain side, you could put freelancing like
mhm,
as a flip side to the consulting.
mhm. And now he has enough time.
Yeah, he has a lot more time.
So I don't know if I managed to. I don't know if this works. Looks like a teddy bear. Yeah. Maybe a calendar is better than.
Could be, yeah, a calendar with like a lot of open appointments on it, or like the cover of my book is a smashed clock. It is amazing how easy you make this look.
Well, these are simple drawings.
Yeah, like if as I look at each individual thing, I'm like, oh, I could draw that, but then I look at the whole thing, it's like no way.
And on this side, and well, and I can also do stuff like this and duplicate the calendar and put it over here, and then
Hmm.
just put a lot more things in there.
Hmm.
So that makes it massive.
Right, 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 right. It would be full. It would be jam packed full on that side. Like, not to be too specific, but
And what's important also is the his income. So let's
yes.
duplicate this, put it on this side here. And how is it going here? The expenses are
Uh,
still up, but the income is, what is happening with the income?
it would be going up higher than expense. It would be increasing more than the expenses. Right.
Maybe even like this.
Not insane, but yeah, it would definitely be. Yeah, that's.
Mm,
It would be trending upward like that. Yes.
mm. And he feels relaxed, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What else? Like more grown up.
Secure. He feels secure. He would have an audience. He would have a lot of people who would be interested in giving him money, so to speak. So, like, one of the problems with the freelancing side, the paying side, is
Yeah.
that the red flag clients, they come, but they don't come as a, what am I trying to say? He's not attracting good clients. So now he would have like a pipeline of leads. He
Hmm.
would have good leads, though, like people who are specifically looking for him, not people who are looking for any freelance software developer.
Hmm.
Yeah, you could have like good clients in there. So yeah, secure or confident. Confident might be a better word.
Hmm.
Yep. Could also call this a waiting list. It could be like a waiting list of people. Yeah, pipeline of good clients. Yep.
Then one thing that I'm always try to identify, because it's usually a good way, a good thing to put on the website as an overall headline, or so, is what is the general problem? What is the misconception that that causes that his life is so miserable on the left side?
The
Is it?
misconception, yeah. Well, it's trading time for money, so they're in the hourly trap. It's a trap, the hamster wheel, feast famine cycle. They're always working in their business. They're never working on their business because they don't have time to. They have to bill more hours. They don't have time. Every hour they spend working on their business feels like they're losing money.
Mm. And is it
Yeah.
is this a general thing that is wrong in our society, or is it just
Hmm.
him who is doing this mistake? You think that
Every freelancer, pretty
trading
much.
time for money is wrong no matter what, or what?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, unless you work at a McDonald's, but like if you're a professional, it's doom.
Uh, so maybe this would be a good overall. I know that your book is called Teach Hourly. What's it? What is it called? Uh,
Yep. Hourly billing is nuts, but yeah,
Hourly.
ditching hourly is the name of the book I'm working on.
Yeah, and the name of your podcast also.
Yes, yes.
Stop trading time for money.
Mm-hmm.
And here is his kids.
Yeah, they'd be saying yay.
So, and the very interesting thing now, we have a few minutes left. How do you get them from A to B? Because we all want to know that.
Yeah. So how do we? I don't know. I'll try not to think of how to draw it, but there's really you have to start pricing and stop billing. So you have to price things, which means you have to come up with things to price.
Yeah, and how do you help? So the way I usually draw it is there's this an arrow from here to there with a plan. This is like first like 1 to 3, a plan how to do it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. I've got three pillars to
Okay.
making this transition.
So what is the first thing?
It's positioning,
Mm-hmm.
publishing, and pricing is the big one.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can say a few words about positioning or about the whole thing. Positioning means
Positioning means what's a good way to put it? Deciding who you help with what is one way to put it.
okay, that is actually what I'm doing here, or what? Who you're helping.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, so this is the okay.
Mm-hmm.
And publishing, it's a book or what?
Publishing is sharing your expertise for free with the world.
Uh-huh.
It could be a book. It doesn't necessarily have to be for free, but yeah, there's going to be some component of it where you share your expertise with the world, you could say, or for free. It might as well be free. Sharing your expertise with the world for free.
So, world. Let's draw the world.
Cool.
And pricing?
Pricing is how do we? I'm trying to think of a way to do it, say it without using the word pricing again. But it's basically pricing your work instead of billing for your time. Price your work instead of bill for your time, something like that. Or pricing products and services instead of billing for your time.
That is maybe it's the value, right? Somehow.
Usually, but it's important to get the word billing in there because people think billing and pricing are the same thing. So it's like pricing, not billing. I usually pricing your work instead of billing for your time.
Oh, I guess I just throw a little money here.
Yeah.
And you help doing that by sharing your expertise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Coaching, basically. Yeah.
books and with your books and podcasts and
Yep. Books, podcasts, and coaching, and courses.
okay. So if you have a minute more, maybe we can also draw you inside here
Sure.
because you're the one who knows the way.
The guide.
Let me the guide, right? Let me see how you look.
Yeah. My bad lockdown haircut.
I see only the very small image here.
Mm-hmm.
Seem to smile. Okay. And you are do you have a job description? You're author and what do you call yourself?
I usually say business coach, but yeah, it's like author, speaker, coach, kind of.
This is also sometimes interesting when I draw that because not everybody is clear about what to call themselves.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the things I have to help people with.
Yeah, you can imagine. And the last thing is why should we believe you? I mean, there are two parts here. One is the your skills and your experience, the authority, and the other thing
Mm-hmm.
is your empathy that you might have for the poor software developer.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, I was that guy, and I found a new way, and then I did the new way for more than a decade. And then I started teaching people how to do it. And, I've been doing that for, I don't know, more than 5 years. And now I'm getting results for other people. So it's demonstrated that it works for other people as well. It's not just me being lucky or something.
Mm. What to do? How can you prove that in a way to this guy here that you're the right one? Because he needs to really trust you, right? But you have all these books out there. This is proof.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably change that. I did the new way to I made the leap. That's usually how I talk about it. I made the leap.
And then you have the proof. And here is the physical books and
Yeah.
speaking gigs or something.
Yeah, like a million testimonials.
What is your background? You are you have been a software developer. Or?
Yeah, yeah. I did software development for like 10 or 15 years.
Mm. Is that important for your clients? For
Yeah, they usually care about that.
mm. Yeah, books and speaking. I was that guy, and know how it. I know how it feels.
Yes, I definitely know how it feels.
So this is your business in a nutshell,
That is amazing.
and I will put a little color on it, a few touches. Um, but so it looks a little better. But I can do that afterwards if you don't have time. So
Cool.
does it capture your thing?
Yeah, 100%. It's amazing. It is really cool to watch it come together like that. Every individual bit just seems so small, but then when you step back from it and look at it, it's like it's very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
And this was
I love the red flag clients.
this was a mini version of the whole thing. Usually it takes 3 hours, and we get through, try to get the wording really right. But of course you have the wording already finished, so that was easy.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I've gone through similar exercise without the illustration part, and people could take weeks to answer some of these questions.
Mm-hmm. And I think it really helps people to always go back to this guy here. Can he really hear you? Is he interested in anything else than more money, or to alleviate his immediate problems because he's so desperate right now? And to really look at him and see, can he hear that? What is it he wants to hear? What is it he needs to hear? So there, this
To
helps.
catch his attention.
Yeah, also.
What does he need to hear to sort of stop him in his tracks and get him to
Mm-hmm.
think about making a shift?
Mm-hmm.
They're usually pretty sick of the feast famine cycle. They want to get off the hamster wheel. They feel like they're treading water. So, when I say something like hourly billing is nuts, or if I say, there's a way to make more money without working more hours, those two things are, the hamster wheel of hourly billing, or hourly billing is nuts, or yeah, it's like how to make more without working more. They're like, how do I make more money without working more? I'm already working too much and I'm not making enough money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So thanks a lot for being guinea pig here for a little show.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I think it makes it more tangible, which I think could, for certain people, inspire more action. They get like, oh, okay, it like makes sense when you see a visual representation of the concept. Yeah.
Mm.
Or like the fact that you can't come up with a visual representation of the concept is probably a pretty good indication that it's too fuzzy in their mind.
Yeah. If you can't paint a picture of it, your message isn't clear enough. That's
That's a great.
wonderful
That's a
quote.
that's an interesting headline for you.
Thank you so much.
Cool. My pleasure. Thank you. Good to see you.
Bye bye.
Bye.